and you would like to see me go from this to this, well then just stay tuned. God, I'm gorgeous! Oh, another day, another face. Look, I put these eye drops in. I got tracks down my... Oh, hey! Hi, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, your favorite Canadian queen. And before we get started, I do want to actually send out a shout out to my tipper-do this week, Susan Nicolai, again. I think what happens here is I've been backtracked with some of my... I'm looking out the window and it's snowing. It's beginning to feel a lot. I feel extra special about the outfit that I picked for today. All right, so today I'm getting ready to review the last episode of Drag Race Holland, and one of the things I've been doing throughout the season has been using makeup from the Nikki Tutorials palette in honor of Drag Race Holland. And so this is going to be my last time using, well, not my last time using this palette, but my last time specifically for Drag Race. And so Nikki's tutorial, drag queen approved, but as far as all the colors, I haven't used all the colors. I'm not a fan of a lot of reds and pinks, especially around the eye. I think that if you are prone to conjunctivitis, then you would understand what I'm talking about. But so, these colors are great. These are all up my alley. I'm sorry there's only one green. I'm sorry that there's only one really strong blue, but they're both excellent colors. And the nice thing about those two colors, they're colors I lean towards. I don't have those colors in other palettes, so that's nice. One of the things that I always say about this palette, no black, no white in this, which is fine. I'd rather have palettes not fill up space with things I have tons of. If you want a good black or a good white, anything from Juvia's place that has a black and white in it, but specifically the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the white and the black in this are pigmented. These are really good. This black, which is a beast, and headliner is the white. If you only need one black and one white, that's a good palette. Okay. I got to keep my hair out of my eyes, so I got this. So right away, I'm just going to take a pencil brush. This is a Morphe pencil brush. And I'm going to go in with the bend and snap. I'm literally just going to mark out my eye, what I want to happen. I've been increasing my crease, bringing it right up high lately. So I like to just start out with an idea of where I want makeup to go. And then it makes it a little easier for me to do what I need to do. I'm going to also take just a nice little fluffy blender brush. I don't even know whose this is. I'm taking Basic Truth, which is basic bitch in Dutch. How charming. And I'm just going to do some shadow to contour with this, just around my nose. I just like to get some of this color in. Now, I am going to send a shout out to Darby, Auntie Chan, and Alexis P. Bevels over at IMHO. We just did a collab, Darby and I, where we got ready with this palette. I've used it a couple times on camera, but Darby and I did it as an official reveal and try. And so if you'd like to see that video, I'm putting the link just up here for you. It is so much fun. Darby edited that whole thing, and I don't know how, I can't imagine she was worried that I would be upset with her choice of editing, because, well, she's a bit of a bitch. But the thing is, I say that with love. The thing is, I thought she did an excellent job. I laughed so hard, especially at the credits. So do click on that if you haven't seen it. If you're somebody who's here from IMHO, because of that video, welcome. I'm now going in with Zomer, which is a deeper color. I feel like a lot of other makeup I'm getting a handle on. It's this contouring of the nose that I don't. And you know who does a great nose contour? I think anyway, is Darby Lynn. The way she incorporates all the color for her eyeshadow here and lets her eyeliner be the balance up here with an underline. I think that's just so smart and efficient, and I'm jealous that she does it because I can't. So I have another pencil brush. This is just a pencil brush from Morphe. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not pretending to be. I'm just telling you what I'm doing to do this. I've done a bit of Hula. This is the darker color. And now I'm going in with 5 AM, which is a nice dark brown. And I just want to amplify this line just a little. Not too far down, not too far up. But I want to give this curve in my eye a bit of dimension. And then I'm just going in with that first brush that had basic truth on it, and I'm just going to blend it out just a little. I'm going to keep it on the inside. I want all this shadow on the inside of my eye, and I don't want it to blend too far out into my face. Yeah, I think that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't know about you. So Toronto, just today, or officially tomorrow, as the taping of this, and I'm so sorry I'm so behind in all of this, but I've been doing a bunch of sewing projects and they've all kind of finished. So now I have nothing but time on my hands. So brace yourself for a slew of content. Watch, I say that and I'll sleep for 2 weeks, nothing. We're on the precipice tomorrow, Monday, the 23rd, of going into another lockdown. Toronto started to do this tiered thing where people, like zones, and we were in the red zone, which is on the verge, but our numbers have been going up and up and up. And, you know, a lot of people I think are just getting so fed up and tired of having to be considerate of any of this that it's starting to wear on people, as you can imagine. All right, so I'm going to take my fluffy blender and I'm getting some more of the Bend and Snap, and I'm just starting in here. I have to say, I got some of that purple Elmer's glue. I have not used that before. It's hard. It's not that it's hard to find in Canada. I'm just not 12. I don't go looking for glue sticks. I was using just white Elmer's glue from the dollar store, like it was just glue stick Elmer's, but white. And the other thing was I was using the big glue sticks, the big ones, and somebody said, oh, they go over your eyebrow all in one go. Well, yeah, true, but it's a lot of glue to wipe off your face. So I found these smaller ones. They're just smaller, like by half the size. And I am here to tell you, here's the purple stick. I used the purple stick today. It's all right. But this little one, this is extra strong. I used this yesterday. My eyebrows have never gone down better in my life. I was excited to use the purple because I thought it would be even better because everyone says, oh yeah, no, this is what you gotta use. And I am here to tell you, Liza Minnelli, I had way better success with the extra strong. Now, I've been watching a lot of tutorials. There's this new queen, Victoria Wondersnatch. She is so great. She's been doing videos for a while, but I'm only just now seeing her, and she doesn't have a lot of views. This is the thing. She's a good queen. Like, some of her tutorials are excellent, and she has an excellent eyebrow one. I just really enjoy, because she's a queen I haven't seen before, so that's her link up there. She's great. Okay, so that's a lot of pink and red for me. I'm going to now take the Vla on another clean, fluffy blending brush, and I am just going to start patting this around the edge of the red. I want to create like that orange blend out. Another YouTuber that I've recently found that I'm really enjoying is Lauren May Beauty. I don't know if you've heard of her. I'm sure she's American, but she is very practical. And part of her raison d'etre is to help people not spend money unnecessarily. So she's often reviewing palettes that are new and then looking up like what she has color-wise that is similar. More or less she's creating a dupe for the palette with what she has. And this is why I like what she's doing. It talks me off the ledge. You know, I am a consumer at heart. Packaging is everything. Sometimes when I'm looking at palettes, I don't react to the makeup. It's the packaging. It's what drew my eye to Ace Beauty. I just thought their packaging was so beautiful. And not that it's ornate or extra, it's just the graphics that they use and the colors, they speak to me, they draw my eye, they catch you, and that's the point. The thing I like about Lauren is that she goes through these and then says whether or not she would buy it based on what she has. Okay, so now I'm taking my pencil brush from Morphe again, and I haven't put anything, I just wipe it off, whatever, because I was using it with the pink, so it wasn't strong. I'm going into Slasher, and I just want to darken this corner and amplify this line, my crease line, because I'm going to cut it, and I just want there to be a little more gradient here. So another YouTuber that I like watching, especially for keeping my spending down, is Colorful Camille. If you haven't seen her, she is great. She buys makeup from all sorts of places. So in a lot of cases, she's using makeup that I haven't heard of before. So I really, really love that. And then on top of that, she recreates, she does the duping thing as well. She'll go through all of her shadows and she'll reassemble them to create like whatever palette everyone's talking about these days, you know. I'm not taking just a Morphe brush light. I don't know what this is. It's the M574. And I'm getting more of that slasher, and I'm just going a little deeper back in here. But anyway, I love Colorful Camille because she's also trying to curb her spending. This is why I like Lauren May. Lauren May is practical. Like her whole thing is, do I need this? Do I need this? I think Camille and I are a little too similar. We were like, oh, I want it. And I love Camille because she'll even say, so I wasn't going to buy this. Well, and then I bought it. So I really enjoy her as well. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, we're getting it. I'm on a self-imposed makeup embargo. I'm not buying any makeup right now because, well, I have far too much. Like I have a couple of palettes that I had no business buying. I have, what palettes are you asking? Did I have no business buying? Well, I'm gonna be doing some videos with them very shortly because I want to actually use them. Because part of my makeup embargo is I'm not buying any makeup until I've used the palettes I have. And some of the palettes I have, I've just swatched. That's as much as I haven't really put anything on my face. It's more the possession of the thing. And listening to Lauren and Camille, they both have kind of helped me realize like, well, you don't need them all. So I've been living vicariously more through Camille because she buys stuff that I would buy. Like she loves her Juvia's place. She also buys a lot of companies, as I say, that I haven't heard of. So on one level, she's making me aware of a lot of brands that I might otherwise not be aware of, which means the potential for me to spend more money is there. But at the same time, well, la-di-da. Sometimes you gotta buy something. Just saying. I love a sale. That's my problem. I feel like if I don't take advantage of the sale, I'm losing money in the long run. All right, so now I'm gonna cut my crease. I have been using P. Louise because finally it came to Canada, but I've been trying lately to stay true to my drag roots, and I'm trying to use products that I would use. And one of the things that I would use to cut a crease, Krylon paint stick. Now, this is waxy, it's heavy, it's thick, this is the perfect eye primer because it stays tacky forever. As far as a lot of these other, when I bought the P. Louise, I got the 0, the white, and I got the 0.5, the slightly skin-toned one, and they're both fine. But I have to tell you, for drag makeup, you need that contrast. You need that juxtapositioning of color. It makes them pop more. I found with both P. Louise and Urban Decay, I was using Eden from Urban Decay. I just like this Krylon. This is 070. It's their Clown White. And I just feel that it'll cover anything. You don't have to go in and take off any makeup with this. Nothing bleeds through. See? It's one go. And one of these costs maybe $40. Like this is a lot. But I've had this for a year and I'm halfway through it. And I'm sure that it goes bad. But I have never, ever, ever heard of a drag queen throwing out a Krylon stick because it went off. I'm sure it's happened. I'm not saying it hasn't. I haven't been exposed to that experience. Sorry, as I block myself. So I'm on this self-imposed makeup embargo. Here's what happened. I love Juvia's Place. I'm not going to lie to you. Juvia's Place, if I could only have one makeup, if I had to make a choice, I probably would go with Juvia's Place just because they have such a great array of palettes. And most of them they're all under 30. Most of them are under 30. Some of them are under 20. There's a couple of really beautiful neutral palettes, like the Nubian. Like that one I think is only $15. So I was waiting for the Tribe palette because it's all green. And you know what I am like for green. This is why I bought the Ace Beauty palette. But let me tell you, I haven't even played with the Tribe because I have too much makeup to get through. But with that all said, Juvia's Place just recently released their Walhalla 2 palette. I have their Walhalla palette, which is great. And the thing I love about the Walhalla 2 palette is its blues and greens. Now, I don't need another blue and green palette. So this is why I have kind of stayed off buying the Juvia's Place one. But as far as Juvia's Place goes, they only have 6 palettes that have blue in them. Of their 24 available palettes, and I think I have 14 of them. Not every Juvia's Place palette is good for everyone. Like, there's a lot of very good neutrals. Like, I have all 3 of the Warrior palettes. I don't need them. I just need the Warrior 3 and the Warrior 2, the matte one. I think the Warrior is beautiful. It's all shimmers and golds. It's gorgeous. I'm never using that. But it's a gorgeous palette. As far as their colors of blue, there's only 9 blues, and 6 of those are shimmers. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some good blues in there, but for 24 palettes, only having 9 shades in one family and 6 of them being shimmers, that's 3 usable shades for me. So it's not the best thing. Okay, before I continue, here comes my PSA on Juvia's Place. If you are looking for the best palettes, especially if you're doing drag, these are the ones I suggest. The Nubian has the best nude shades for contouring. I use their darkest brown for my eyebrows, and it's just spectacular. The Zulu palette has huge pigment payoff if color is what you're looking for, as do the Masquerade and the Magic palettes, which are often sold as a bundle, so you can get them at a good price. A few of my other favorite palettes that I use all the time from Juvia's Place. The Warrior 2, it is all mattes, it is all usable tones for either contouring. There's some really good deep tones. The Shawada Black and the Waisana slate color, oh, they're so deep. The matte white in here, Za, is beautiful. It's not a pure white, it's a bone white, but it's spectacular. And it's a great way to round out a palette that isn't wasting any of its space on blacks or whites. So I highly recommend that one. So if you're looking for just some good starter palettes, and again, they're not expensive. Most of these palettes are $20, and the reason being is they don't have any mirrors in them, so the packaging is lighter, it's less involved to make, and I got some mirror. Okay, now I'm going to go into Mama Tutorials for my lid. I don't have to put it on everything because I'm going to put a black lid on, and I'm actually going to use my finger for this. The fun thing with Nikki's palette is it came with instructions. Some things are better used with a fingertip, some are better used with a brush. And I think with most glitters, especially creamy ones like this, they're best if you can like brush them. I mean, look at that, one swipe, come on. Ooh. And this is the thing, I normally wouldn't use this shimmer on my eyelid because shimmers don't always work. I am going to use this brush. This is a brush from a drugstore chain in Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart. It's a Quo, Q-U-O is the line. And this brush, I love these brushes when they came out because they're swooped on one end like a fingertip. So I will often use this brush for these kind of things. The reason that I'm not a fan of glitters, I love them. Don't get me wrong. When I see like a palette that's all glitter, like the first palette I ever bought was a Violet Voss palette, and every shade in it had a glitter or a sparkle to it for some reason or another. It was either a shimmer shade or it was a shadow that had glitter in it. And as I say, that was my first palette. Up until then, I'd only ever bought makeup really like singles or things like that. So speaking of Juvia's Place, this is their two-sided brush for their gel, their eyeliner gel. I've never used this before. I have used Ben Nye. Like Ben Nye makes little pots of color for this kind of thing, and this is good. I like this. But you see how much of the blue that I cover with the black? And then I'll set this with my Alyssa Edwards Beast Black, just on a Morphe M574. My new favorite makeup line is Ace Beauty. I bought their Oceanic palette and their Nostalgia palette. It was a bundle. It was only $5 or $6 cheaper than buying them separately, but I really love both these palettes, and I have been using them a lot. I'll tell you, I don't need to buy another palette from Ace Beauty, but if I was gonna, there's a couple there, I'll tell you what. Their Vintage Dawn, it's $34.99. It's very similar to Nostalgia, which is $38.99, but Vintage Dawn is definitely warmer. The other palette I would buy is Paradise Fallen, also $34.99, and it's deeper than the Oceanic palette, leaning towards more purples. But what's great about the Paradise Fallen is it does have a fabulous matte black and a shimmery silvery white. So those are definitely worth getting. They're different. They're different enough to the other palettes. Okay, we're in the home stretch. I'm just going to take a bit of bronzer. I'm using MAC's Sun Power. I don't know why. I had it. Just like to warm it all up. Warming, warming, warming. Something I've been using for contour lately has been the NYX contour palette. It's new. It's recently new anyway. I really like it. I find it... I like the colors because these tones here are very cool, and then these ones are warmer. And I like to just take both of those, and then I like to pinch my brush, you heard me, just to get in there like that. Just to really I like to darken under there as much as I can. I used to be so afraid of contouring my chin line, you know, because as a larger person, I don't really have a lot of definition in that part of my face. I just didn't want it to look like I had delusions of my bone structure. I've been watching Work the World, and Kim Chi, the makeup that she uses on her face, like she's got quite a triangle cut there, which impresses me. So I'm going to try and do that with my baking after I do this. So now, the thing I love about this NYX palette is it has this highlight shimmer here. I'm going to go in with this is Quo as well, but this is supposed to be a shimmer brush. I like to come down for my shimmer. I don't like it to be too high up because I'm trying to recreate like a rounder cheek. Well, this isn't the best shimmer in the world, but I don't like a lot of shimmer. I don't like to look sweaty. Again, as a person of size, I don't like to try and make myself look like I'm working harder than I am. Yeah, it's all right. And then I use these blush shades from MAC, Frankly Scarlet and Petal Power, I think these are called. So I go in with the darker one underneath. I want to give myself some of that color under here. And because this is the darker color, I like to leave it back here. Come under there. And then with just the pink, Now, I did not go under my eyes with a concealer. I did not go down my nose with a concealer because I did all that with my Krylon paint stick. I didn't need to do all that. And, you know, the nice thing about that, if you're looking to do drag on a budget, is this is like a $35, $40 paint stick. It'll last you quite a while. Listen to these sirens. It's going on all the time. It's ridiculous. If you buy more than 2 of these in a year, then you're clearly a proper clown. Now, I'm going to do something different with my lips than I've been doing normally. But I bought this lipstick that I had no business buying. So this is from Revlon. It is their new Shine, and this is a 004 Cherries and Snow. Perfect. That sounds like a Wilma color. And it looks like a great lipstick, but it goes on quite sheer. Yeah, no. So I don't want to throw anything out because I can't really afford to be buying mistakes. So what I'm doing is I'm going to draw my lips on with this. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate in Under My Spell. Ooh. But it's a very dark, I wouldn't normally use this either. See how dark that is? Like it's almost on bordering on a purple. Not that I have a problem with darker colors, I just don't think they look that great on me. You know what it is? I don't paint for darker colors. That's my problem. I just paint my white girl face with my pinks and my blues, and we leave it at that. And then what I do with this is I try and create a bit of an ombre there. So I just line my lips like that, I know it looks weird. Normally you would put lipstick over the whole thing, but because this color is sheer, like the first time you put it on, it doesn't look right, but then you can build with this. You see? Ooh. All right. It's not too sticky. This is the thing. I hate lip gloss, but I like the way this looks, but it's not so horrible. Okay. So now it's eyelashes. Okay. Well, I don't think this is looking too bad. I got my lashes on, my contour, my lips. Now, we just have to do the finished look. And there you have it. A full beat, colors I haven't used. I would love to say thank you to Nikki Tutorials for making such a eclectic palette. I have to say, one of the things that's been great about using this palette specifically for Drag Race Holland is it's really allowed me to experiment with colors that I normally wouldn't wear. So well done, as we all know. Drag Queen approved. Of course, Drag Queen approved before it was even out on the market. If you are looking at palettes that don't have blacks, don't have whites, Alyssa Edwards from Anastasia Beverly Hills, you can't go wrong. And before I go, I just want to talk about one last company, ColourPop. The reason I even noticed who they were was because they spell color with a U, like Canada and Britain does. But they're neither. They're American. They're an American company working out of LA. They said they picked the U because it made their name look classy. I'm just saying. Secondly, the other reason I like this company is because they're so inexpensive. They're really affordable. And if you want to see how they do just that, you should check out Broken on Netflix to see how this company cranks out such affordable Hot Topic palettes. Now, not everything there is worth buying, and a lot of the products, I'm mostly interested in eyeshadows and that. But if I was going to buy anything from ColourPop, I would buy a Blowing Smoke, Mar, Blue Moon, and Just My Luck. They're all $12 and they're all out of stock, so I'm not getting that. Also The Child, this is their Star Wars themed palette with Baby Yoda on the cover. Now, yes, I would buy Baby Yoda. I am that person. I went and saw Star Wars in 1977 on the big screen, and I would buy the Child palette today. Do I need it? No. It's super cute, and the color story in it is fabulous. Plus, it's only $16, but it's also out of stock. So hopefully, maybe, I don't know, maybe next year there'll be some fabulous sale. The last palette I would buy from ColourPop, although I don't need it and it's not something I'm desperate for, it, is At Forest Sight. This is another earthy, beautiful, fabulous palette that if you're just looking for some strong colors, again, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the pigmentation's like. I don't know how it blends, but just looking at it, I'm interested to know. I also want to remind you to check out Victoria Wonder Snatch. She has a fabulous array of videos on getting ready and products that she uses and how she uses them. She also throws in some trivia, some history. It's a good time watching Victoria. Also, I want to say Lauren May Beauty, and May is spelled M-A-E. She has a great channel where she is very pragmatic and practical about the money she's spending on makeup. So I would highly recommend you checking that out. And then finally, Colorful Camille. I just love her. I love that she has the same weakness for buying makeup that I do. She spells her name Colorful, K-O-L-O-R-F-U-L, and then Camille is spelled K-A-L-M-E-L-E. I actually messaged her to ask her how to pronounce her name because I want to say it wrong, and it's Camille. So there you go, 3 people to look at, 2 fabulous palettes to use. I know that the Alyssa Edwards palette is on sale, and as of right now, although this sold out in its first wave, Nikki's palette is available at Beauty Bay, which is British. You're going to have to deal with import and waiting. I waited a while. Watch the video with me and Darby Lynn using this palette to find out exactly my trials and tribulations. I also want to send a huge shout out to IMHO, Darby Lynn, Cartwright, Auntie Chan, I want to say Auntie Chan, and Alexis P. Bevels. I just want to thank them for doing what they do. They mentioned me a few times. I mentioned them a few times. We're friends now. It's fabulous. There you go. That's this week's Get Ready With Me. I hope you had a good time. If you did, please remember to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because Well, I got lots more of these coming, as well as a couple of sewing tutorials. And if you would like to support this channel, all you have to do is click on one of the links down below. You can support me through PayPal. You can buy merch at Redbubble. You can support the Rainbow Railroad by buying some of my merch at Redbubble. Also, you can support me through Patreon, where we do our weekly watches. We do at least one live chat a month. I'm going to be starting a live interactive Get Ready With Me on Patreon. Lots of stuff coming up, so that link is down below too. And until next time, miss me! Mwah. Seriously. I can't believe all I have to drink is coffee. Barf. I just made this outfit and it's snowing in Toronto, so I couldn't be happier. It's like I knew. It's like I knew. I felt the chill in the air. I'm so excited.